Kawasaki, and Trevor Jordan on the Kawasaki. Identical times, 1:42.49. Roy Leslie, the first of the Ducatis out of 3. Scotty Doohan on the second out of 4. And Martin Craigle on the Kawasaki ZXR out of position 5.
Out of position 6, Anthony Gobert on the Winfield Honda. Out of 7, 16, Robert Baird. Out of 8, bike 17, Peter Goddard. Out of 9, bike 11, Chris Bombardier. And out of 10, bike 5, Kirk McCarthy.
Interesting to know, Mladin set pole. He's opted for the middle of the front row, and he's taken off, as he always does, out front.
Yes, he's made a brilliant start into the first one on the Kawasaki, and I think his team partner has got right alongside of him as they exit that turn. They come up towards Peters for the first time, and I think Mladin at this stage would be probably working over an idea of doing what he did 2 years ago, and that was just dominating totally the Superbikes. Shell Oil Superbikes at Sandown today. They worked the back straight for the first time.
That's Martin Craigle in second place. Craigle coming back from injury. He got a flyer of a start from the outside front row.
Mladin under brakes. They're using the long circuit this time. 6 laps, the 3.9-kilometre circuit. Oh, look at him sliding in there, bike 23.
That's Anthony Gobert, former motocross and supercross star, moving up into third. He's one place ahead of Trevor Jordan, who was the 1993 Malaysian Superbike champion.
Here's our race cam riding with Scotty Doohan on the Ducati. What a wonderful sound.
Look at the vibration through the cowling on the front of the bike. It's fabulous. V-twin Italian engine. Lots of run out of the slow corners. And he's right up behind the back of the Kawasaki. It's Trevor Jordan. Hard under brakes. No, he couldn't do anything about it. That's how close and competitive it is at the front of the Superbike field as we head round on this first frantic lap.
Well, he had Jordan. Jordan got back. He had him again, and Jordan's back in front again.
It's an incredible shot. Too much of this round the tight Sandown circuit, and I'll be going to the chiropractor tomorrow.
Look at him go. Sprinting away from the pack as he did 2 years ago. He had a horror season with Kajiva. He reckons he could write a book on the dramas he had over there last year.
Oh, but he could. In fact, his manager, David Tapp, asked, was it possible to look at a race cam? And I said, well, only if we could get one looking out the back, and then you wouldn't see anyone after a while.
Look at this Gobert coming under Craghill. It's giving him more and more pressure in a straight line. It's amazing performance from the old Honda.
That's where Team Winfield Honda are hoping the new RC45 will be the difference, Mark. A little bit more grunt at the top end.
Certainly much faster. They're almost getting up into the Grand Prix bike league with the amount of power they're getting out of these production-based bikes. The RC30 entering its 7th incredible season of racing. Won the 1989, 90 and 93 Australian Superbike Championships. A fabulous bike for Honda. And it just makes you wonder what the RC45 is going to be like when it turns up on the scene.
Isn't it amazing how Craigle can get away from Gobert going up the back straight, and from this point on, it's all back up, and a little challenge going on here as well.
Gobert has become famous for that from his dirt tracking days, turning the bike into the corner with the rear locked up, sort of oversteering it. Very, very exciting rider to watch.
And right behind Gobert is, of course, the man carrying our 7 Sport race cam, and that's Scott Doohan on the Ducati dealer team Corsa. And he's doing a great job. He's closed on them, and I would expect to see him perhaps even mount a challenge here, maybe in a lap or so on the straight.
The Ducati boys are waiting for a bigger 926cc engine for round 3 at Phillip Island, and that's a place where they really need some extra grunts. It's still running last year's engines, so we're going to see some more and more speed from the Ducatis as the season progresses, but he's certainly not losing too much to the Japanese bikes as they come through the twisty parts of the circuit.
Yep, Scotty Doohan wants to join this party, closing right in on the rear of Anthony Gobert.
Oh, yes. Last lap board coming out now. There it is. The man about ready to flash by. And watch this. Is Matthew Mladin. There is the gap back to Scott Doohan and Martin Craigle.
He's very, very determined to put that bad season behind him. Look at Doohan pressuring Craigle under brakes as they come up toward the end of the main straight. You can see them in the background there. Doohan's done it.
Yep.
Fabulous overtaking move from Scott Doohan.
Now wait until I go through the next 2 turns. Through here, up to the really tight one.
No doubt Scotty's very pumped up. He's drawn the wild card entry for the 1994 Australian Grand Prix on a Shell Harris Team Yamaha 500. Boy, isn't he looking forward to that opportunity. And he's certainly proving his mettle here on the Superbikes. No one's going to touch Mladin, no, today, I don't think.
Here comes Craigle back again, but I don't think he's got enough left there in reserve. They've all closed up back behind him. Roy Leslie actually is one back, and then Anthony Gobert behind him.
Well, Matt Mladin, very impressive showing. Keep in mind, in his first season of Superbike racing, he won 13 races on the trot.
The chase for second continues. Scotty Doohan has been able to resolve that at this stage. He's got an open racetrack. The last set of corners are coming up now. The one that they are going to have extreme difficulty pulling back inside the distance is Mladin. Here's the battle for second.
Roy Leslie's just come out of nowhere. He's right on the back of Craigie. Now there may be a Ducati second and third.
There's Scott Doohan getting out of there, and Leslie is closing on him, but here comes our race leader, and he's going to be a winner today here at Sandown. Fabulous to see. Picks up the front wheel. Mono's out of that turn. Checkered flag. And here he comes, down the front straight, Matthew Mladin for Team Kawasaki, winning the Shell Oil Superbike, first race today at Sandown International Raceway.
Look at this, Roy Leslie's up behind Martin Krieger. Will he have enough left to do anything about it? No.
It certainly was close, but a very close finish for second back to fourth. Let's check them out for you on the Shell race score. The Shell Oils race here today. Matthew Mladin, the race winner over Scott Doohan on the Ducati. Martin Craighill on the Kawasaki finished in third. Roy Leslie was fourth, and Anthony Gobert was fifth.